Hello, hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Thriving Therapreneur podcast. I'm going to talk about AI today. A lot of you are using AI, but you're frustrated with it. And it's being too generic for you. It doesn't sound like you. It's not speaking to your clients. And then possibly you went back to doing things manually. And I don't want you to do things manually. I want you to leverage AI. We are in an AI renaissance. And if you're frustrated, this episode is going to solve the AI problem for you, because the thing is, it's really not an AI problem. It is a wrong tool problem. And of course, in true Carly nature, I created a solution to help you leverage AI. It is designed for a therapist, from a therapist, so that you can scale your coaching business with ease. You can market it with ease, and you can really buy back your time, buy back your freedom, have more flexibility in your life, and of course, make more money, because that is what we are about around here. So let's dive in. Let's start here and talk about ChatGPT, possibly even Claude, and how you've used it previously. You've typed something in, hey, write me a social media caption for my coaching program, for my digital product, to get them to go to my webinar, whatever the case is. And it came back. Technically, it was correct. It had words in it, but it didn't necessarily sound like you. It sounded like AI. It was a bit robotic. It didn't necessarily speak to your ideal clients, their pain points, the language. It was just generic. It wasn't that good. And generic AI tools are built for everybody. That's why it's generic. It means they have no idea who your specific audience is, what they're struggling with, what they need to hear to say yes, even if you've trained it, right? Even if you've had this thread going on for quite some time and it has your core messaging, it's still not infused with the proper copywriting frameworks, the sales psychology behind getting somebody to say yes, and also trained in your brand voice. All of those things are important to come together to make it actually sound like you and leverage AI properly. They need to know your voice. They need to know copywriting frameworks. It needs to deeply understand your offer, the transformation that you deliver. Generic AI doesn't do any of that. It never will. And it wasn't built for that. It was built to be generic for everybody, everyone in this world. The other thing that generic AI does is it spits out an answer immediately. You type in a question and then boom, you get a response. There's no pushback. There's no follow-up questions. There's no digging deeper. Claude is starting to do this now, but very minimally. Okay. And that sounds convenient, right? We're getting instant gratification, but it's actually a problem, because good strategy, good content, good copy, good messaging, it doesn't just come from the first prompt that you give it. It doesn't come from the first question. It comes from asking the right follow-up questions. It comes from knowing your niche deeply and being able to know enough to reverse engineer the result. I've tested this. I've tested my custom AI tools against regular ChatGPT, same prompts. The difference was night and day, not even close. So if you have tried AI and you have walked away underwhelmed, I want you to let yourself off the hook. It is okay. It wasn't you. It was the tool. And I have a solution. Okay, let's talk about this solution. It is called Carly AI. And before we get into talking all about Carly AI, I want to address also a lie that we have been told in the coaching industry, that we must post more, we must go viral, we must work harder, grind longer. And I don't need you to believe that. I don't want you to believe that. It is not the truth. I used to believe that in the early stages of my business, but the coaches who are winning right now, and I've understood this as I've built my business for the past 6 years and really surrounded myself with lots of 7, 8-figure CEOs and very successful business owners in the online coaching space. The coaches who are winning right now, the ones hitting those consistent 6-figure months plus, scaling with clarity, they actually have time for their families. They're not working harder than you. They're not working smarter than you. They're not luckier than you. What they have is better systems. They have better systems. They have a team to back them up. When I scaled my business to 7 figures, it wasn't because I did it all myself. It was because I built the systems that allowed me to think like a CEO. I stopped wearing every single hat. I stopped being the one doing all of the execution. I got very strategic and I start asking, what would it look like if I had somebody else who could do this for me? Would it look like if I had a team that could handle this for me? And here's the thing, not everybody can go out and hire 10K a month team. I mean, today I pay my team around 30 grand a month, okay? A little bit more. You don't have the profit margins to do that right now, most likely, okay? So what I have created for you, because you do need a backbone, you do need a team, you do need to delegate and have somebody else create this, free up your time so that you can be the visionary CEO thought leader. How are you going to have the time to be a thought leader if you don't even have time to think? Like, you need white space on your calendar and you need time to do the revenue generating activities to be the visionary. So you can offload some of these tedious tasks to Carly AI. There is this tension that exists of, I'm just starting my business. I don't have the profit margins to hire, but I don't have the time to do it myself and I want to go faster. This is why I built Carly AI. I didn't build it as a product idea. I built it for myself. I have been using this in my own business for a while now. I built it as a busy mompreneur, trying to move fast, trying to serve my clients well, trying to be present for my family. And when I started using it with clients, VIP days, people who came to me working privately would walk away shocked. They would run out of questions because how much they would get done in just an hour working together. And the reason was I was using Carly AI. Carly AI was running in the background. It was doing all of the heavy lifting. And what would typically take weeks, even months to execute was taking us less than 1 hour. And so once I saw what this was doing for my paying clients, I knew I had to make it available to everybody and I launched it publicly. You can purchase Carly AI on my website. It's $97. It's an absolute steal. Okay, so what is inside Carly AI? Let's talk about it. I have multiple agents, 8 right now. There's more agents inside of my higher level mentorship, but inside of Carly AI, we have Brandy, the brand auditor. If your messaging is muddy, if you're not sure how to clearly position yourself, what makes you different? What makes you the Beyonce of your space? Brandy's going to give you that clarity and help you nail your positioning. Nancy, the niche finder, is someone, my AI agent, someone that everybody is obsessed with because there's no more staring at a niche worksheet, no more going in circles. Nancy helps you nail down your niche and messaging once and for all, but it's also a niche that is actually going to make you money, a niche that passes what I call the high ticket test. Not every niche is built to support the type of income that you're trying to create, and Nancy's going to tell you that. Okay, she's going to give your niche the stamp of approval that you need to actually be successful in the online space. And she's also going to help you wordsmith it in a way where it can just be done. When you have your niche, the red carpet rolls out and you can actually plug and play all of the things that I teach to make you money in your business. Which leads me to Polly. She's going to create a webinar for you. Polly and Wally work together. So Polly creates the webinar and then Wally actually writes the sales page for you. Your whole webinar funnel can be done in literally minutes, okay? This is the same framework that all 7, 8-figure earners use to make conversions every single day. If you've been putting off creating a webinar because you didn't know where to start, then my AI agents will just do it for you. Of course, I have a social media agent. So this is a professional copywriter, and it's going to write all of your captions for you. It actually sounds like you because she's going to ask you questions first about your brand, about your voice, about your offer. And then, of course, she's trained in all of my copywriting frameworks that are actually meant to convert. We're not just posting on social media for fluff or consistency. We're posting to get a paying client, to move them along in the client journey. Emily is my email marketing assistant. She's going to write all of your emails for you. There's no excuse for not sending out weekly emails, all of your launch emails, your nurture sequences. She's going to do all of that for you. Then you're going to be getting sales calls because your marketing is dialed in. And if you're not closing them, Sally, the sales call auditor, is going to tell you why you're not closing them. You're going to upload your transcript, what you could have said differently, what went wrong, and it's going to help you improve your close rate. This could be the difference between an extra $5,000 a month if you can dial in your close rate. This is all available to you 24/7. This is trained on the $5 million of sales that I have made to date in my business. You do not have to be tech savvy to use this. I've had clients who are not tech at all, don't even know how to work AI, and they have walked away with 60 days of social media content. Nicholas is one of my Carly AI raving fans, and I think he told me he wrote like 120 pages of content, and Carly AI was the only reason that he got his first 5 paying clients. It can do a full sales audit for you, a launch plan. It's going to ask you questions. You're going to answer them. You're going to have a conversation, and then you're going to have actual assets in your business that you can implement today, this week, this month. You got this. Most therapists I know who feel stuck, they're not stuck because they're lazy. They're not stuck because they don't have what it takes. They're stuck because they don't have the right system, giving them the right direction at the right time. They're throwing spaghetti at the wall. They're thinking they're doing all the things. They're showing up, they're working hard, and they're grinding, and they're just not seeing the results that they want. And they come to me and they're like, I'm exhausted. I feel like I'm doing all of the things and nothing's happening. Nothing's coming to fruition. So Carly AI is the bridge where you don't have to spend $5,000, $10,000 at a marketing agency, and you can spend $97 and you can get all of these assets to get the wheels spinning and move the needle forward in your business today. It's not about working more. It's about working smarter with the tools that were actually built for you, not a generic marketer, not built for a tech company. It is built for a therapist, from a therapist who is building a coaching business, who needs her content, her strategy, her sales process to all work together seamlessly. The coaches who are successful right now, they have better tools. They have better systems. And that's what I want to install into your business, a better tool, a better system. And it is Carly AI, okay? So if you're ready to stop doing this alone, start building a team in your back pocket, have some actual assets, just head to the link in the show notes. You can check out Carly AI. We actually even have a $1 trial, so you can just try it for $1 and see how you like it. There's no pressure. I guarantee you're going to be obsessed because it's going to help you shortcut the time. My love is with you all, and I will see you in the next episode.